Hello and welcome to the Unsolved Matters channel. Today we will explore one of the biggest mysteries in aviation history, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart was the first woman to fly solo around the world, and since then she is considered one of the greatest heroes in aviation history. But unfortunately, she and her navigator, Fred Noonan, disappeared without a trace on July 2, 1937. To this day, the mystery of Amelia Earhart's disappearance persists. Amelia Earhart was born on July 24, 1897 in Atchison, Kansas. From an early age, she showed interest in aviation and flew for the first time in 1920, shortly after graduating from Columbia University. She became one of the first licensed female pilots in the United States. On March 1, 1932, Amelia Earhart took off from New York for her attempt to fly around the world. She flew 22,000 miles, crossing the Atlantic, visiting Europe, Africa, and Asia before returning to the United States on June 21, 1932. She became the first woman to fly around the world. In 1937, Amelia Earhart took off on a new attempt to fly around the world. She flew 22,000 miles, flying from New York, Miami, Brazil, Africa, Australia, and finally, to the Pacific. On July 2, 1937, she and her navigator, Fred Noonan, took off from New Guinea, bound for Howland Island, but never reached their destination. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan was an almost immediate mystery. After an intense search, no sign of them was found. Some theories include that their plane crashed into the sea, that they landed on a deserted island, or that they were captured by native tribes. There are various theories that try to explain what happened to Amelia Earhart and her plane. Some of the most popular theories include the air accident, the shipwreck, the forced landing, and the capture by the Japanese. The air accident theory is the most accepted and suggests that Amelia and Fred's planes suffered a mechanical failure and fell into the ocean. This theory is based on several facts, including the fact that Amelia's plane was relatively new and modern for the time. The shipwreck theory suggests that Amelia and Fred's plane landed on the ocean, but then sank due to adverse weather conditions. Some believe that the remains of the plane and bodies are still at the bottom of the ocean. The forced landing theory suggests that Amelia and Fred's plane was forced to land due to mechanical or fuel problems. Some believe that the plane landed on a remote island and that Amelia and Fred were rescued, but have not been seen or heard from since. The capture by the Japanese theory is the most controversial and suggests that Amelia and Fred were captured by the Japanese during World War II. Some believe that the two were kept as prisoners of war or that they were killed by the Japanese. To this day, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart is considered one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in aviation history. Although there have been many investigations and research, the true cause of her disappearance is still unknown. In the end, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history and continues to capture the imagination of people around the world.